Good morning, my friends. Happy Wednesday. I didn't post whether I was going to paint this morning or not because I've just had so much going on that I wasn't sure if I was going to have time. But I woke up this morning and I have peonies blooming in my yard. So how could I not get up and paint, honestly? Hi, Claire. Good morning, Donna. Hi, Rosemary. Good morning. How is everyone today? So I did a little photo shoot this morning before I ever even started my day. Good morning, Ellen. Hi, Barb. Hi, Maria. So I'm excited. I love peonies. Yes, peonies are my favorite. So now I'm going to be on a quest to find peonies wherever I can nearby. There's a farm, Amish farm down the road that usually has them at this little like lean-to stand just in jars from the grocery store that you can go buy them. So I'm driving by. I went by yesterday and there weren't any there, but my peony bloomed yesterday. So I'm thinking maybe there'll be some there today. So I'm on a quest for peonies. So if anybody's in Lancaster and has any that I can come photograph or that I can have or cut or buy, let me know. So let me show you. Let me turn this around. And so this is what I think I'm going to do. I went out and took photos because the sun is on it. My favorite season. Yes, Michael, it sure is. So no, wait, let me make sure I saved this. Oh, maybe I didn't save it. No, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait. I thought I did. Okay, let me save it. And then I'll show you. I never realized that peonies close up at night. And of course, now all my photos didn't import into my iPad yet. But so yesterday I took a photo. No, that wasn't yesterday. Look how many photos I take. Well, this was yesterday. And it was open and looked great. And then this morning I went out and I just sent these to myself from my phone. I'll have to look maybe at the end to see if I did 2 photo shoots. So I think I'll do that one. Although that's pretty. I love the subtle colors of that one. But I think I'm going to settle on doing this one. It's a little more dramatic. Anyway, the peony, I didn't realize that they close at night. So this morning, it looked very different than it did when I took the photo yesterday. It's 2 small bushes that I have. And I really love the like medium lighter pink, a little lighter than this, but I didn't, hopefully I'll get one like that next time. My mom's peonies were my wedding bouquet. They don't bloom here until, oh my gosh, really? Till July. Well, you still have it to look forward to then, right? Good morning, Allie. Hello, everybody. Okay, I was just scrolling through. Good morning. Okay. So I think I'm going to do the permanent rose background. I did put new paints out on my palette. I've had a productive morning. I got some prints made for some upcoming shows that I have, and to take to Square Pear Gallery. I have some flowers, and they have a beautiful floral show there this month, and I have flowers in that, and I'm going to take some with me. I'm going to go there next Thursday, so I've got to get all that ready. So every now, I don't do prints a lot, but I do a few to take to art shows and things, and for Square Pear. But it is fun to see prints. I love them. All right. I'm rambling as usual. And this is my last panel. I've got to buy more art supplies. I'm kind of fresh out of everything. I've been really working hard to have enough inventory for all my upcoming shows. I think I'm doing like 8 shows maybe this year. It's a lot. A lot to think about. So I'm getting ready for that. I have a show in Rehoboth, not this coming weekend, but the next. So that's my first show this season when I have to like have all my stuff together, which is always a little overwhelming for me. Do I usually do pigment sticks now or mixed colors? I can't remember. I'll do the pigment sticks. It really doesn't matter, does it? So I'm getting ready for the Rehoboth show in 2 weeks. And then, why pink? Well, because I want the brightness of this pink to kind of show through spots, and also because red and green are complementary colors, for a little bit of this to show through in the background kind of looks cool. So I'm always trying to make my paintings a little more spontaneous and fun. So I do things maybe sometimes that sound like a crazy idea. I don't know. Like these pigment sticks. So I do this to kind of keep my painting loose. And yeah, no, I'm using oil paints. I'm just kind of mapping out where things are so I know where I'm headed when I dive back in after I mix my colors. I forget what I was talking about. Isn't that a surprise? Oh, this is actually way down here. To get this shape almost goes over to here. This goes into this a little bit. I had that off by a little. So these are peonies that I took this photo this morning in my yard. Not often I can say that. So I just have 2 kind of new peony bushes. I'm hoping to plant some more, because you can never have too many peonies. And I'm going to like kind of search around where I live to get a lot of reference. This every year when I have peony season or any other season, and I love the ranunculus, I love all kinds of things, I look for reference, but I never take as many as I wish I had. I've been to a peony farm in northern New Jersey called Peony's Envy and purchased a gorgeous peach colored peony. This year is 15 buds ready to open. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Yeah, there's a peony place near, well, it's not at all near me, but I have it on my calendar to go next Friday. So I don't know if I can fit it in. I think it's next Friday, because I have so many things coming up that sometimes I get a little nervous about all the things. But so anyway, I was saying I'm getting ready for, I have a show in 2 weeks in Rehoboth. It's a one-day show. It's the only one-day show I do. It's hard to set up for a show and then do the show, you know, visit and be at my booth and then tear it down all on the same day. It's really quite exhausting. It takes a little more energy than I have. I always feel exhausted at the end of it. So I'm only doing one of those, and it's Rehoboth. And then 2 weeks later, I have the Rittenhouse Square Fine Art Show. And that is my favorite show. And what am I thinking about? I'm thinking and painting at the same time. Sometimes I can't do that. I'm also going to do a live demonstration on Facebook with Rittenhouse Square Fine Art, like in 2 Thursdays, I think. I should have checked the date of that. All right. Does that look good? Am I missing a color? It doesn't matter. I feel like that's plenty of pigment stick on there. Something to dive into. Anyway, and then 2 weeks after that, I'm going to France to teach. So that's going to be an amazing trip, but so many things to get ready for before then. I'm not good at all the details, and I feel like coming up, all I have are details to think about. So I need to mix reds and greens. Pinks, reds, greens. I'm going to pull this. I'm just going to even, I need to move this over, but my work area is getting messier and messier. I need to clean this up. On my very base layer, I used this. It's Zest It. And now I won't use any medium. That was it for the medium. All right, is that good? I guess it's okay. Oh, last week my video didn't save after I finished. Kept saying it was going to. It said, having trouble, try again later. And I tried and tried, but then it just went away. So hopefully that won't happen this time. I think I'll start with greens. Excuse me. Purple in there. I want to make like a really do a live from France. If it works out, I certainly will. I don't even know what time it'll be in France when it's 8 o'clock in the morning here. But if it works out, I know that you tried to, yeah, I know. I wish that wouldn't have happened. It was such a weird thing. I have people there, I'm sure, that will help me do it if it all works out, that the timing works and the logistics work. Trying not to have expectations about anything so that I'm pleasantly surprised with everything, because it's a lot of details to think about. Okay, now I need to go later. 6 hours later. So it would be like 8 to 9, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That could totally happen. I don't know why we couldn't do that. Like in the afternoon, a little glass of wine, sit outside in the fields by the lavender. I hear lavender will be in bloom. Yeah, that would work, huh? That could happen. I think I need more of that neutral green here. Yes, 2 o'clock. Yeah, that could happen. That would be fun, wouldn't it? I don't know if it's hard to televise from there. I guess it wouldn't be. I'll have like international phone plan. I'm going to think about that. Would you do plein air of lavender fields for us? Well, if I can make it work, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know how close they are. Like, I don't know any of the logistics of it. I don't know if the lavender fields are right at the property or if they're nearby. Oh, I want to put out like a warmer white. More of that. Beautiful. Okay. Now I want to make some of these greens go a little more toward like blue. Yeah, like that. Isn't that a pretty color? Wow. Just adding a little bit of manganese blue hue into that. Just shifts the color ever so slightly. Some artists do lives from Greece, so you should probably be able to pull it off. Yeah, sometimes the technology is my challenge, but I should be able to. I'm always good at trying anyway, right? Even if it doesn't work. I'd give it a good go. I got a lot darker than I wanted it to. 2 shades of green. Now that got a little darker, so I think I had a little Indian yellow in there. Still a little dark. Kind of didn't mix that in the right order, but that's working out just fine. Okay, those are nice greens. You need to have a variety because in real life there's so many greens like in a leaf that if you only mix, sometimes if you mix too few, it doesn't have enough variety. Now I need the pinks, which are always my fave. Can't get this quite right. There we go. I need a sip of my coffee. So where's everybody listening from this morning? I'm in Little East Petersburg, Pennsylvania. Dark. I need a little bit of the dark. So I'm going to add a little bit of magenta. Now I want like a really vibrant pink. So I'm going to add a little bit of, ooh, isn't that pretty? Buenos in Argentina, in Maine, Port Orange, Florida, Alberta, Canada, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Wow, that color is just something else, isn't it? Kingston, North Carolina, another one, North Carolina, Bone Island, Georgian Bay, Ontario, Central Florida, under the blue skies. Ellen, you are so lucky. So now something else I didn't think about quite are these colors that are pinkish greenish, but I'll play with that as I go. Or maybe I just need to neutralize my pinks a little bit. Alabama, South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, Indiana, alleys and queens. I'm going to add a little green to neutralize that pink. I'm going to do it with this brighter one too. There's some colors in there that are so cool because they're like pinkish greenish. It's kind of a crazy thing to make. Deep in the heart of Texas is Irma. Wide open retirement, Richmond, Virginia. That sounds like a wonderful thing, a wide open retirement. Okay. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry, you can hardly see what I'm doing. Montgomeryville, PA. I don't think that's too far from me. Is that toward Philly? All right, I think those are good colors. Maybe I will make one more permanent rose as your, yes, Katie, or Cat, that's what I did, permanent rose. I needed one more like really light green. Still got yellow or pink on the back of my palette knife. I didn't clean it off very well. I think that's good. All right, crazy thing. I don't like that you can see that, but I can't really move it. Just back a little. Can you see? Oh, I should keep it a little more like that. So is it above the words for you guys? Okay. All right, so I usually start with my darker colors. I want to try and do very intentional brush strokes and keep things simple. Always easier, sounds easier than it is. I almost said it backwards. Go to the left, like that. Is that better, Irma? Or do I need to pull it back a little bit? Or pan out? Yeah, that's easier said than done. Here, let me pull this whole thing back. Now I feel like there's reflection on there. Move that. Is that better? I think that's better, right? I still have my pesky cough. I finally went to the doctor, so I'm working on getting rid of it. I want to take a cough with me to France, that's for sure. Oh, and I do have one more spot left. If anyone's got a wild hair and was thinking about joining us, there's one spot that just opened up for my French retreat. And I would love for you to come along. It's going to be amazing. Still a few weeks away. Now you can see the whole thing. Good. Thanks, Ellen. Oh, and I have Inspiring Art today, too. If any of you are in my membership group, that's happening at 11 today. And I'm going to be exploring pigment, radiant colors, Gamblin radiant colors. That should be fun. And anyone who's just joining us, these are from peonies that I just photographed in my yard this morning. Ellen, good, you'll be there. Yay. All right. Such pretty colors, aren't they? These, my variety greens. I'm just kind of going around my panel here looking for where my darkest darks are. Yeah, they are such cool colors. I love the radiance. I use them a lot for mixing when I don't want to use white. That's a good start for that. And we only have a little bit of the dark. I have one bud on a tiny plant in my garden. Well, Mary, that's better than none. Like I said, if anybody has peonies here in Lancaster that they're willing to share or let me come photograph, let me know. One time when I was creating my Art and Bloom course, I was going to New Hope where I filmed it, and someone reached out to me that was listening, and I can't remember her name. I know exactly where she lives. I should just go there. I don't even know if she still lives there. But she let me come take peonies out of her yard, and my gosh, they were gorgeous. Because sometimes, if you buy them, they're all at the same stage. Like I like to have some buds with some open flowers. I like to have a mix, and I like the colors to be kind of similar. I think it's just my taste, maybe. And it's fun. It looks like a floral abstract, doesn't it? I love how the leaves are going every which way. Do you have any tips on how not to get lost when trying to paint a picture like this? I find it hard to see where to put the right colors because I lose track of what I'm looking at. Well, what I do, I have my boards gridded, and you see there's really fine lines on here. I use an app called Grid Hashtag, and that's kind of just gives me enough of a map of where things go that it generally gets in the right place. Mary said, peonies don't grow well in our climate. I was surprised to see my bud. Well, yes, you're lucky that you got one. That's very fun. Yeah, peonies grow really well in Pennsylvania. I always called them like grandma flowers. My grandmother had them in her backyard, and I always think of them as like something grandmas would have. I never knew they'd become my favorite flower to paint. I say it's funny, I'm afraid to paint roses. Something about them feels so overwhelming to me, so complicated. But peonies are almost the same. I don't know what the difference is. Is that some of this darker? Green right there. You're welcome to come and get some peonies from my yard. Tons of buds. Oh, where are you, Crafty Girl Supplies? Are you near me? And there's a place, too, where I went to take that class the other day. Don't bloom until early June. An emotional, maybe that's what it is, Debbie. I didn't even think about that. Could be. Emotional connection to my grandma. Her name was Mamie. They are so. I know it's a practice thought. I need to unpractice that thought, don't I, Ellen? and not think that I can't do it. Now I don't know what I was talking about again. It's terrible. My goodness, I forget things quickly. And I do want little bits of that pink to show in the background too. I have to get them at Trader Joe's. That's good too. Sometimes Trader Joe's are a little tired, like thirsty or something. I don't know what they are. They're a little something, but it might be because of where I am too. Till they get to here, they lose a little bit of their sexiness. Although Trader Joe's is better than nothing, right? We do have a Trader Joe's here. It took us forever to get a Trader Joe's where I live. So my goal is to let some of those pigment stick colors show through. Glare one here for you. And then I just kind of dance around the whole painting and let it all come together at the same time. Oh, no, we don't have, Caroline, we don't have a Trader Joe's. Sorry. Yeah, I wish we had a Trader Joe's. Yes, never mind. We do not have a Trader Joe's. We have a Whole Foods, and that's where I get them sometimes. Yeah. Thanks, Caroline. Ay, ay, ay. No Trader Joe's here. Yes, we're always late to get everything. I'm in Bedminster and always forget to visit Peony's Envy. Thanks for the reminder. Oh, good, Bonnie. Hopefully you'll get to... Bonnie, will I see you in Rehoboth? At least in August. I will be there in August, too. Trying to think what I want to do here. So the shows that I'm doing this year are Rehoboth at Grove Park coming up soon on the 20th. And then, oh good, I would love to see you. And then I will be at Rittenhouse the first weekend in June. It's the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. That's a show that's 3 days long. And then, of course, I'll be in France at the end of the month. And then I'm doing, let me think of these in order. Lidditz, which is right near where I live, wonderfully close. I'm doing the Lidditz Springs, I think it's called the Lidditz Springs Art Show, with Carol Ann will be there with me. And then I might have these in the wrong order. Mount Gretna. No. Then I'm doing Rehoboth for 2 weekends. The first 2 weekends. I should write this down. Someone help me, please. What's Trader Joe's? I'm in Germany. Oh. So what's Trader Joe's? That's a hard thing to answer. Trader Joe's is a grocery store that has a lot of like prepared foods. Not really prepared, more frozen prepared, like where you don't have to like make the whole meal. And it's just a different concept for groceries than what we're used to here, I think. And they'll have things like peonies. Like I never see peonies at my local grocery store. Ever. I think maybe it is that, like, I guess local regular grocery stores all buy from the same suppliers. I don't know. And Trader Joe's is different. I actually have no idea. But it's a fun place to go. Yeah, small market. Something kind of that's more fun about Trader Joe's. So this is my messy middle. And There you go. Grocery store for hipsters. Their flowers last forever. Yeah, they probably maybe do something to them to make them last longer. It's a good thing if you want to paint them. I feel like I have my mediums. I think I need to put a little bit of pink in here. I'm trying to put my brush strokes down and not fuss with them. Always hard to do. Good morning, Emily. You got me all excited that we had a Trader Joe's. Oh, darn. No, that only child. Yeah, that was terrible. So Trader Joe's, we either have to go to King of Prussia, which is about an hour away, and then there's one in near Wilmington, which is probably also about an hour away. Has gorgeous orchids for Mother's Day, different sizes in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Yeah, New Jersey, you can get liquor there too, not in Pennsylvania. You can get wine. At least wine. I guess not liquor, just wine. Like those colors in there are so fun. I might just let them stay there. Yeah, yeah. She said she was looking forward to it, right, Emily? You said last night you were like, "Yeah, you're going to be painting live tomorrow." Emily's been busy working on her garden. She's growing all kinds of things at her house. Planted a lot of perennials, a lot of bushes. She has a nice big property, and she's having a lot of fun with that. It's neat. Oh, Lidl. Is that how you say they're familiar with that brand? Lidl, Lidl. Yeah. I haven't been in. We do have that here, and I haven't been in that store. Lidl? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Oh, not Bridgewater. Oh, okay. Pink dry or wet. Oh, Janice, it was wet. Yep, I did it this morning. So I like to let those underneath colors kind of blend in. So yeah, I paint wet into wet. That's what's tricky sometimes when I do large paintings, to keep it wet into wet as time passes. Like I can't paint as fast. Trader Joe's is German. My sister's garden had 5 baby bunnies in it. Oh, wasn't that fun? Five baby bunnies. You have to worry about mowing if you have bunnies in your yard. I want to do a light color in there. I want this to pull forward a little bit. So, as they say, the colors get all the credit, but values do all the work. So I'm thinking about where my dark and light colors are. And I usually wait and do my lightest colors at the very end. When you paint wet on wet, does it lift up the color underneath? Yep, a little bit. And I like for it to do that. I like for it to lift it up a little. Get some more lights back in here. I like pink showing through, but I still have a little bit too much. So I'm going to go around here and keep that spontaneity, but cover up a little bit more of the pink in the background. I just want it to be an accent. This is actually lighter up in here, so I'm going to consciously add some lighter colors in there, lighter greens. So what's everyone having this morning? Coffee, tea? Diet Coke. Emily, you better not be drinking Diet Coke for breakfast. What style of painting? I'm not actually sure what my style of painting is. Do you think it's impressionistic? I don't know. What would anyone say? Do you think my style of painting is? I don't know. Fun. Rise mushroom coffee. 2 of you are having mushroom coffee. Really? Huh. What are the odds of that? I've never had mushroom coffee. Those close leaves create nice diagonals into your photo. Yeah, they do, right? I know that sometimes I feel like I dance around my painting and I need to dive in here and work on the focal point a little bit. Coffee, black and strong. Peppermint tea sounds awesome. I've been drinking a lot of tea. Oh, I want the dark in here. Oh, a lift without the coffee jitters. All right. I love this. Me too. I love this color combination. I really am attracted to pumpkin tea. I'm not attracted to pumpkin tea. I don't know about that, but I'm attracted to complementary colors for sure. I think everyone is. I don't know if that's a universal thing, but we were talking the other day about a friend of mine who's colorblind, and I thought, my gosh, I would not like to be colorblind, but I guess if you've never seen colors, you wouldn't know the difference, right? Helen says, what the heck is mushroom coffee? I've never had it. I drink my fat cow coffee. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Mushroom coffee, okay. This is all a little bit darker here. And this is where like the colors blend a little bit. Now I have a little bit of blue showing in there. I want to let that happen because it's so pretty. Do you typically use the same palette with different variations in every painting? I'd say loosely, yes. Because I want my paintings, like something that appeals to me in other people's art, a lot of times I've been thinking about this, is when their art has like a cohesive color palette and they do a bunch of paintings that are like of the same thing. Like I love that. And I've been trying to do that. Well, no, I've been thinking about doing it. I haven't really done it. But I loosely use the same colors, but not entirely. I think I'm still developing what I love. But of course, that'll probably continually change too, right? Mushroom coffee is a blend of several types of mushrooms. Good for the gut, and inflammation gives you a boost without the jitters. That's great. That's where that green and that pink come together. Yes, when they do a series in colors and you can see their style. Yes, that's something I want to play with doing a little bit more. Because I'm always bopping around doing different things, and I would like to be a little more intentional maybe that way, but I don't know. I can say I want to do it, doesn't mean it'll happen. I try to let my creative practice just evolve as it wants to, because I try not to put too many shoulds in it. see what happens. Too funny, Christina. She said mushroom coffee was invented by a fun guy, Fungi. Going to Jerry's is like being a kid in a candy store for me. All the colors speak to me, and I have way too many. Yes, so do I. I wish I could take all of my art supplies to France with me to share in my classes, but yeah, that's a whole nother problem. Like, I keep thinking of things that I need to take with me, like, will there be scissors there? All kinds of stuff. Like, I just love being in my art studio where everything I need is right here. It's a little ridiculous how much stuff I have, but I've collected art, and art supplies don't go bad. So I have art supplies since college. And that's really fun. Like, if I need something like gouache or something, I can go pull out watercolors or gouache or whatever of things I've had forever, and they're still completely usable. I've never meant an art supply I didn't like. Sometimes I buy an art supply just because I love the color of it, and I don't even know if I'd use it for anything. Any of you guys do that? Like, I'll get, sometimes, like at Michael's, they'll have like a cool little colored pencil or something. Oh, look at this fun pencil I bought it at Dick Blick's when I was there in Pittsburgh. And I'm just having fun writing with it. So it's got all the colors. Now wait, can you see? It's the tip, it's all colors. It's called Camel, I guess. And when you write with it, let me get a piece of paper. This is my crazy addiction to art supplies. So when you write with it, all the colors, like, look how fun. Don't you think all pens should be like that? So they're all different colors in there. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Oh yes, I've like all my art supplies since college. I always think that buying a new art item will improve my art. Bonnie, it might. Sometimes it has to sit there. If it inspires you to create, then yes, it does. Right? Oh, it wasn't focusing on the pencil. Let me see. Is that what you meant? I don't even know if I can get it to because it's so hard to see. It says, let me see if I do this. No, it won't do it. It's called Camel, made in Japan, Camel. I don't know. I got it at Dick Blick. It's like one of those things that, like, how could I not buy that for myself? Honestly, who needs a pen like that? Or a me? Turner acrylic gouache. I don't know about that. That sounds like fun. I used to always paint with gouache in college because I had to do like marker comps and things. So a lot of my projects were in gouache. All right. I'm sorry, I'm thinking really hard right now. What time is it? 8:44. We're still good on time. I hope you guys aren't bored. I'm just need to get some of this like lightest area mapped in there. My brush feels a little big for this, but I think I'm okay with it because I find that if I get out a smaller brush, then it gets tight, and I don't want it to be tight. Bonnie says never bored. Thank you. Gouache is like more opaque. Watercolor is transparent. You could probably use them together. actually. Thank you. I said never bored watching you paint. Certainly never bored while painting, that's for sure. That lighter. Does that look like it's coming forward? I think it does. I think that's kind of fun. I still have this spontaneous a little tighter in here, and then I'll go down here into the next one. Yeah, that helped. Properties of acrylic versus other gouache. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure about that answer. I would say that, I mean, you know the difference between acrylics and watercolors. So watercolor is very fluid, and you can get fluid acrylics. I don't know. I can't quite answer that, because gouache is kind of like opaque watercolor. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. You said when gouache dries in a pan, you can reset it to, when can you? Yes. Like watercolor. Yes. You can re-wet it. Yeah. Yes. That would be a difference. Yep. You can re-wet it. That's right. I couldn't even think of that. But totally. You can re-wet gouache. Whereas with acrylic, when it dries, it's dry. It's totally dry. All right, this is a little more pink. Where the pinks and greens combine, it's always a little tricky. Yeah, because I love the colors that you can't quite describe what they are. Like, what is a pinkish green? There's no such thing if you were thinking about it. But that's what I'm trying to paint, a pinkish green. A little bit of that to show through. I just want to hint at that kind of vein coming through there. I want to get it to look very... I'm trying to think of where the light is hitting. So I'd like this to be a little lighter right in here. And this is light right here. But I love letting all those colors show. I don't want to cover them up. And this is the brightest. Right in there. I love that. Bright green. So pretty. And Jackie says, I made different colors and leave them a little like plastic ketchup cups. And they dry, and I stack them and take them out when needed. And then re-wet them. Is that how that works? That's what I got those little things for France to put our medium in. I think they'll work. I got these little, whoops, those are the lids. I'm going to pack them in my suitcase. Like the little cups. I don't know if I should put medium in them, like these little things. Because I was trying to think what would put medium in. All those little details I'm so bad at thinking about. All right. All right, what am I doing here? 49. We're still okay on time. I don't want to overwork this. But I do want to think about, do I have my lightest lights where I want them? This could go a little lighter pink right in here. There's even the tiniest bit of highlight. On there. And That's better. That's better. That's better. Okay, let me do a little bit more like that right in. So now I'm thinking about my focal point is right here. I think I need to make this a little lighter, maybe a little more of a neutral. Do I have my lightest lights? I think I need this to come down here a little bit. I love the blues too. Me too. I love that. I love that. And then this little stem is right there. I kind of need to have that happening. I wonder if I still love this. Okay, one artist puts zested in a case of face creams and lotions. Oh, I would never be brave enough to do that, Ellen. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have to figure that out too. Michael said we had to order it from France, I think. Really fun and gorgeous. Oh, Grace notes. She said, I might describe your style as really fun and gorgeous every time goals. Thank you. Love the pink showing through in the background. Me too. I love that too. Okay. So I'll do a little bit more thinking about making sure I don't have too much pink showing through in the background. And do I have my lightest lights? I like that little bit of turquoisey color is showing in there. That's fine. I think this could go just a little lighter up in here. And even right here. A little darker. I could play with this for hours. Like, I don't want to overwork it, but it's so fun. Give me a little dark here. That's good. And let me combine this a little, and I think I might be done, because what do I always say? If I start dancing around the painting and it's not getting better, it's just getting different, then that means I'm finished. That's when you say to yourself, just put the brush down. Do you need any other main highlights? I think I don't. Like, this could go a little lighter in here, but I feel like if I do that, that's a hot spot. It's not that it's a benefit of anything. Like, this is even a little bit out of focus. So I don't think adding that's I'm gonna just put a little green in here, mix it in. Yep. That wasn't even necessary, but I do like it. Okay, sign it, right? Right, bottom left leaf. Oh, yeah. Okay, yes, that's a good idea. There we go. I'm going to sign it. You're right. Put the brush down. Sign it. All right. So such a good way to start the day. All right, let me take this out of here and I'll show you. Hopefully... There. Oh, yeah, I know she went up, yes, to carry it, but I'd be afraid they'd realize I had something in there that I didn't want to. I love all, like, those blue pigment sticks and that turquoise in there. Love all those colors. And there's my palette. I'll turn it around. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me this morning. I'll do my best to save this. Oh, here's that's a big one that I'm working on for Rittenhouse. So much fun. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'll try to save this I'll do my best and put it on my YouTube channel. So if you go to my YouTube channel, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Good morning, Lori. See you in Rehoboth. And what else? I don't know. I'm going to send out a newsletter today, I think, if I have enough time. So if anybody wants to be on my newsletter list and you aren't, just send me your email and I will add you. And I will see you again next Wednesday. So thanks for coming. Goodbye, everybody.